My fiance is tiny, 5 feet, and she knows no martial arts. What self-defense would you recommend she learn? I train Muay Thai, but I don't know if it's for her. I highly recommend Muay Thai and Jiu-Jitsu, both of them together. Muay Thai is very, very important. However, I don't find it to be as realistic for a woman who's maybe very petite to defend herself against an average size male. An average size male is 5'9", 170 pounds. Just so happens to be exactly what Coach is. I'm 5'9.5" and 170 pounds. I don't think I would train her to tell her, look, this is a last resort. Your primary defense is avoiding danger in the first place, going in places that are public, having a chaperone if you're going to go somewhere at night in a sketchy area. Like, have somebody with you, carry pepper spray. Strategize yourself so as not to be vulnerable. If you're a woman and you're petite, especially, not that if you're, if she was 6 feet tall, I'd still give her the same advice. Don't forget, 99.99999% of sexual assault is done by a man. Okay, 99.9. It's very rare a female will sexually assault somebody. Most victims in public, obviously, most rapes are, if you guys don't know this, it's men. Men in prison statistically get raped more than women in society. However, in society, in free society, women are the victims. Strategize. Strategy is your number one defense. Strategy is your number one defense. Physical altercation, fighting off your attacker. I recommend pepper spray, mace if it's legal in your country, dog spray if it's not, like pepper spray for a dog. You can buy that as well. Have it on you. Carry it in your hand. If you're walking from your workplace to the car, have it in your hand. Don't go search for it in your purse if you're being attacked. It's already in your hand. If somebody approaches you, say stand back, be firm, stand back, keep your distance. If the person breaches the distance, spray. Spray, run to your car, get out of there. That's the tippy top cream of the crop advice. Physical altercation is your backup plan. Because I'll be honest with you, she'd have to be really, really dedicated to martial arts for martial arts to work against an average-sized male. You know, so it's a lot of dedication to develop that skill. You'd have to be passionate about martial arts to develop that level of skill. It's not an easy thing to do. Hi, Coach. I had a choice to master 2 martial arts for MMA. What would you recommend? Thanks. That's from Lyman. Look, for me, jiu-jitsu and wrestling is one martial art. Okay, so when I teach jiu-jitsu class, it's also wrestling. We teach wrestling and ground, and it's all one class. Like if you look at wrestlers when they train, they do ground and standing. It's not. There's no such thing as in the wrestling world. There's no such thing as we're gonna do standing in this school, and then we're gonna go to the school and do ground. No, the whole school does the ground and standing. It's absurd to think about it in 2 ways. Okay, so I would pick Muay Thai and wrestling jiu-jitsu. Hey, Coach, my schedule only allows me to practice jiu-jitsu. I have a punching bag at home. Can I develop good striking skills at home? Also, when watching MMA, I'm lost. Any tips to understand the sweet science of striking? That's from Dros. Dros, yes, you can definitely. I highly recommend you start with shadow boxing. Use a mace ball. And if your apartment allows it, use a heavy bag. Yeah, so I think you said you have a heavy bag? Yeah, you have a punching bag. Those are 3 great tools. Now, follow any tutorial online. Find an expert. And yes, absolutely, you can get a great striking game training at home, but eventually you have to graduate to sparring. Eventually, or else you'll never know what it's like. Okay, so you'll find an academy, go in there just for the sparring days. Look, at Tristar, guys, we have an open sparring Tuesdays and Fridays. It's anybody can spar. It doesn't matter. You don't have to be a Tristar member. Anybody it's Tuesday at 11 o'clock and Friday at 11 o'clock. Everybody's welcome. Anybody in town can come. You have to have proper equipment and come in and spar. Find a gym like that. Go in there and spar. Eventually, you have to work your way to sparring.